Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the DC Universe Classics Club Infinite Earths Black Mask figure. Now get a good look at this guy here in the packaging. Black Mask is, well, at the time of making the video, the latest figure to come out. I'm a little bit late. I think Poison Ivy's coming out this week. But he's still an awesome looking figure. I think we've only gotten one Black Mask figure before, and he was in a DC Direct set. Very hard to get. And he was in this weird construction worker getup. This guy, much more the Black Mask I'd rather have. He's in this nice suit. He's got this weird bladed weapon, which apparently is from the comics, somebody's told me. A standard knife and Batman's cowl, which I think is a great little accessory. See some box art here on the back. Back here, the full box art. And he's got his read-up, which we'll zoom in on. If you'd like to read it, you can freeze it right there, read it yourself. Strange they would picture him with a gun and not include a gun in the set, but oh well, I've got enough spare guns I can put one in his hand if I wanted to bad enough. But that being said, enough about this figure in the packaging, let's open him up. And here we have Black Mask out of the packaging. Now I'm really digging this figure, especially this pose I've got him in. I'm definitely not using that cowl right. I mean, I'm glad I found some use for it. They've got this point up. Supposedly this is from the cover of one of the comics. And there's this little notch in the back here, like it's supposed to be meant to be hanging on the blade of the knife, like on the cover. But for the life of me, I think the notch is way too small for that. I just can't get it to do it. But there actually is some really nice detailing on the cowl. A lot of really nice ruffles, and it's all hollowed out in there. There you can see the notch. So yeah, I mean it still fits in his hand, so it's not like it's useless. It's a really neat idea for an accessory instead of just the bladed weapons he comes with, so I'm actually really digging it. Zooming back out here. Now, of course, he's got this thing, which also apparently is from the comics, although I don't think this is like a trademark weapon for him, at least in the books I've read him in, he hasn't used it. It's bizarre. I don't know if this is something that was created for him, or if this is an actual weapon somewhere out there in the far reaches of the world. And last but certainly not least, the knife that he'll end up being posed with in my collection. Just kind of a standard little knife, except for the words China printed on the side of it. He can also hold this thing perfectly fine, which a little hard to get into his hand, but that's a good thing. Always better to have accessories that fit snugly in the hand rather than too loosely. So yeah, I won't be using that, but nice they gave it to us, especially if it's from one of the comics. Now, other than that, he is pretty much just a standard reused suit body. I think I've heard the tie is new, and obviously the face sculpt is all new. But that's not to say they skimped out on the detail. The face sculpt especially is genuinely horrifying. Now what I can't figure out is, in some of the things I've seen Black Mask incarnated in, the mask moves. I thought he was supposed to have made it from like the hulling out of his mother's coffin or something, like he carved it out of that. But don't say I would move, but oh well, it's a comic book for God's sake. Other than that, the detail in the suit is really nice. It's all kind of a flat, glossy black. Of course you can see the gloves there, white. Really nice contrast. The tie is nice. But you know, and once again, China. Not a great place to get suits from. As far as his articulation, he does a full 360 at the head, as well as some up and down. Arms are, of course, on the standard ball joint. Out full 360. Spin right there at the bicep. Single jointed elbow. Spin at the wrist. Tiny bit hindered by the jacket. He is articulated beneath the jacket, but the way it's designed is hindering it, with the exception of his waist joint, full 360 there. Legs go forward, back, and out. Tiny bit hindered by the jacket again. Turn right here at the quadricep. Single joint at the knee. And an ankle joint. So at the time of making this video, Black Mask is, I think, I paid 30 some odd with shipping off of eBay. Because again, I missed out on the club. For God knows what reasons. I tried to sign into it like 3 times and it kept kicking me out. But I do think this is a great addition to your Batman collection. There is not a lot of Black Mask figures out there. And while I wish they would have kind of done more with this cowl, or at least made it fit on the knife better, you can still kind of cram it in the hand like I've got it, which I think is a great looking design. And that being said, I think this is a must-have addition to your Batman collection. And that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.